full moon rises on another episode of Werewolf Gaming, the monthly show where folklore and technology collide as we put the spotlight on a notable example of werewolves in video games. This time we're talking one doozy of a game I lost 2 months of my life to in middle school, and a game that, though it's aged quite a bit, still holds a place in the hearts of many a gamer. It's Elder Scrolls III Morrowind, specifically the Bloodmoon expansion. I want to put a small aside here before we begin to briefly talk about the second Elder Scrolls game, Daggerfall. Daggerfall was the game that introduced both lycanthropy and vampirism into the ES games, and had not one, but two different kinds of were-creatures you could turn into. The classic werewolf and the game-exclusive wereboar. Basically think Ganon or werehog. Sonic, stop invading my videos! You will have your day. So now that we've given Daggerfall its honorable mention, let's get to the meat of today's discussion. Morrowind, you are a game like no other, with your giant boxes full of text, crab merchants, and so many cliff racers. But you showed us the strange alien land that the Dunmer, or Dark Elves, occupied, and invited us to explore to our heart's content, paving the way for the success of your predecessors. And even your own success, since you were given 2 expansions, Bloodmoon and Tribunal. Bethesda had truly made the jump from 2D to 3D in style. Fun fact, Bethesda Studios is named after the biblical pools of Bethesda that were said to have water stirred occasionally by an angel, and whoever jumped in the water first would be healed of their sickness. The more you know. Through a normal gameplay without the expansion, you can only turn into a vampire in Morrowind. But with the Bloodmoon expansion, lycanthropy was added. And to become a werewolf, you need to travel to the island of Solstein. From there you have 2 options. Either go through the main Bloodmoon quest line, which I will not spoil in case any of you are curious to go play it, or find one of the 9 wanderers scattered across the island. They're naked. Can't miss them. At night they turn into werewolves that will attack you and have the chance to make you contract Sane's lupinus. In the same fashion as the vampire disease, you can cure this infection with a cure disease potion and go about your merry way. But this is Werewolf Gaming. You're not expecting us to do that now, are you? If you retain the infection for 3 days, congratulations! You're now a werewolf. Good job, you. Hircine would be proud. Who's Hircine? Well, for those of you unfamiliar with the Elder Scrolls lore, the crash course is that there are 2 main factions of godlike beings, the Aedra and the Daedra. The Aedra are the nice benevolent gods who watch over the sentient races, while the Daedra fall anywhere in the spectrum of kind, cruel, mischievous, or indifferent to the plight of us mortal folk. Hircine is the Daedric Lord of the Hunt and the creator of the werewolf. Werewolves that die are said to have their souls taken to Hircine's hunting grounds, where they can run and hunt all the rest of their happy werewolf fraternities. Not a bad gig, really. Hircine plays a huge prominent role in the Bloodmoon expansion, and I won't say any more so as not to spoil it for the curious. Hircine himself is based on many different hunting gods. For example, he takes some aspects from Artemis, the Greek goddess of hunting and the moon that used hunting dogs on her hunts, much like how Hircine uses werewolves as his hunting dogs. His antlered appearance, however, seems to come from the Celtic god Cernunnos, a deity with stag horns who is believed to also be a god of nature and hunting. And Hircine's name itself is also interesting, as Hircine is a real word that means resembling a goat, perhaps another reason for his horns, though Hircine is yet to be depicted as a goat in the Elder Scrolls series. Come on, Bethesda, you're missing a great opportunity here. And that's about it for the Werewolves of Morrowind, but we've just scratched the surface of werewolves in the Elder Scrolls series, and how these werewolves connect with our own world's folklore. So tune in next time for part 2 of this Elder Scrolls journey, where we'll tackle the werewolves of Skyrim and beyond. So until then, I'll see you when the next moon rises.